This is how I am. I am wired this way. I am too old to change. It's just my nature. I have always been this way. Now, these are statements that many of us often make. I know I have made them severally before in times past. And the thing is, many people still make them today. Now, these statements stem from a complacent acceptance of one's current state, and it is rooted in perceived limitations or past experiences. Now, often when we make these statements, it is to justify why we can't change and why people have to learn to live with us the way we are. Now, the statements reflect a fixed mindset. And these statements are spoken by people who find the journey of personal development too tasking. So you will hear them saying often, "This is how I am." But neuroplasticity tells us otherwise. We can change, and we are never too old to make changes. Now, simply put, neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to change and adapt. It means that the connections between brain cells can be strengthened or even formed anew based on experiences and learnings. And so essentially, when you learn something new or practice a skill, your brain physically changes to help you improve. Think of it like a path in the woods. The more you walk the path, the clearer it becomes. Now, similarly, the more you use certain brain connections, the stronger they get. The brain is a malleable organ. It is not static, but it can continue to change as we expose ourselves to new experiences and new learnings. Now, this ability to rewire ourselves underscores the fact that we are not fixed in our ways. We can learn new skills and develop healthier habits. And this ultimately fosters a better understanding of ourselves and the world at large. So in other words, you and I can unbecome to become better versions of ourselves. This knowledge is particularly important for relationships, because the notion of unbecoming refers to us shedding our old habits, our old beliefs and identities that no longer serve us and don't serve those around us. We can eradicate ways of thinking, habits and behaviors that are harmful to our relationships, and we can learn to replace them with beneficial habits and behaviors. So, this is how we go about it. The first step is awareness. Realize that you can change and that "this is how I am" is a fallacy. The second step is about identifying the statements that limit you and perhaps also affecting those around you adversely. Understand that they are limiting beliefs and that they are facts in the moment, but they are not truth. The third step is about embarking on a journey of creating new pathways. And this means that you expose yourself to new learnings, new experiences, and new environments. And the fourth step is about adopting a growth mindset. This is a mindset that believes that I can improve through continuous learning. I can learn and I can continually evolve to become better. It is a mindset that is also open to feedback. Now, the fifth step, is about becoming curious. You see, the world is constantly changing, and new ways of doing things are being discovered and developed. Curiosity is what will keep you wanting to know more. And so for the married, it is about seeking ways to constantly improve yourself and also to improve your relationship. Now, the sixth step is about practicing. Put the new learnings into practice. If you've learned a new way of communicating, make sure to put it into practice. You build your mental and emotional muscles through continuous practicing. And you will find out that the journey of unbecoming to become a better version of yourself and myself is a powerful journey. And it's embedded not just in the science of neuroplasticity, but it's also embedded in the Bible. Romans 12:2 tells us that we are transformed by the renewing of our minds. And Philippians 4:8 calls us to focus on whatsoever is true, whatsoever is noble, whatsoever is right, whatsoever is pure, whatsoever is lovely, whatsoever is admirable. What we focus on is magnified and becomes a reality. Now, by recognizing that we have the capacity to change, we empower ourselves to take active steps towards becoming better versions of ourselves. Now imagine when both husband and wife are actively committed to this pursuit.